Sell at garage sales, flea markets, and farmer markets. Chapter 1. Used goods for sale. Used goods for sale. NARTS.org, National Association Resale and Thrift. HAF.com, used items at discount prices. HAFPRICebooks.com, savings on books. Dumpanrun.org, student second-hand sales. Earth9l1.org. Freecycle.org, free stuff. Obviously.com/recycle, the Internet Consumer Recycling Guide. TITLEtrader.com, trade books, DVDs, and CDs. Biddersge.com. Clevermoms.com. eBay.com. eho.org/garagesale.htm. HAF.com. rsts.net/home/recycler. Secondhand.com. TheFrugalShopper.com. Theswap.com. Trader.com. Movers and storage places to buy stuff. These places often sell the stuff people abandon or don't pay on. You could get stuff cheap that you can resell. Selfstorage.org, 703-921-9123. Towserver.net, 800-728-0133, Towing and Recovery Association of America. AlliedVan.com. AtlasVanlines.com. Beacons.com, Moving Co. ChipmanCorp.com. GlobalVanlines.com. Mayflower.com. SureGuard.com, self-storage facilities. American Movers Conference. American Moving and Storage Association. 1611 Duke Street. Alexandria, Virginia 22314. 703-683-7410. Moving.org. Amconf.org. Thrift type stores. Thrift stores exist in every reasonably sized city, often run by charities like the Salvation Army or Goodwill Industries, who receive all kinds of merchandise in donations from people and sell it at low prices. Why pay $15 for a new t-shirt when you can get a good one at a thrift store for about $2? You can buy blankets there, baby toys, dishes, furniture, etc. Consignment shops are stores where people bring things in like furniture, jackets, etc., and if they're sold, the person who brought the article in gets some of the proceeds while the store gets a cut for selling it. You can look them up in the yellow pages of your phone book under thrift store or consignment shop, or specifically look up Salvation Army or Goodwill thrift stores. An easy way is simply to drive around the lower class retail part of town, stop and ask people if there are any thrift stores around. Try hashtag 380.145 at the library. Look through the website for your local city or county. Cancer.org, 800-227-2345, buy from their discovery shops. Consignit.com. ConsignmentGuide.com, book about thrift stores. ConsignmentsHops.com. Flash.net/activate. Giftsinkind.org. Goodwill.org. HousingWorksAuctions.com, NYC Thrift Stores. LevisJCC.org, Florida. MyBargainStore.com. NARTS.org, 800-544-0751, National Association of Resale and Thrift Shops. NationalPawnbrokers.org, 817-491-4554. PawnsHops.net. SalvationArmy.org. SalvationArmyUSA.org. Secondhand.com. Secondhandland.com. SecondhandSaveEVY.com, secondhand shopping information in BC, Canada. SVDPUSA.org, Society of St. Vincent de Paul, click on stores. TGTBT.com. TheaRC.org, Association for Retarded Citizens, buy from their thrift shops. ValueVillage.com, franchises all over America. YellowPages.com. National Association of Resale and Thrift Shops. 20331 Mack Avenue. Detroit, Michigan 48236. 800-544-0751. Fax 810-294-6776. Webmaster@narts.org. narts.org. Chapter 2. A Garage Sale Guide. Run a garage sale or flea market. Your first garage sale can be to clean out your junk. Your subsequent sales can be for items you pick up at bargain prices at flea markets, swap meets and auctions, which you then turn around and sell out of your own garage. You can still give someone a bargain and make a profit on the merchandise turnover. One way to buy stuff cheap is to look up storage facilities in your local yellow pages, call and ask if they have auctions or if they sell unclaimed or unpaid for storage goods. If they do, you can often buy the complete contents on a storage bin for a low price. What do people look for? Almost anything. Clothes, books, art, old records, furniture, pots and pans, a fishing pole, you name it. Most people will buy at least one thing. They have that shopping itch. Garage sales are full of surprises for these people. It's not like going down to a Kmart or Sears where you know what the merchandise is and where it's located. Something that would be of no interest to you can be someone else's treasure. As you get to be a garage sale expert, you will end up going around to these sales and acquiring great deals which you can turn around and sell at a profit. If someone needs cash, there may be tremendous deals out there on the tables. Or if someone is moving and wants to get rid of whatever, this means a great opportunity to pick up something unusual or needed without spending much cash yourself. Beyond garage sales, you can run ads and offer to run garage sales for people too embarrassed to do their own. You go to their house, gather up all the stuff and either hold it at their house or your house for a percentage of the amount of goods sold. You can also buy wholesale/imported goods to sell at flea markets. Or you can run ads to buy garage sale items from people. But just having the goods to sell is not the only ticket to big cash. How you lay them out on display can play as important a role as the items you have in realizing a good money day. Organization is your key to a successful setup for your garage sale. Items that are thrown together on a table aren't going to be as attractive to customers as those that are diligently laid out in a certain order. Your front tables should have some eye-catching, good value pieces on them. These are the items that will bring shoppers in further. Clothes should be clean and arranged in a colorful manner that looks attractive from the street. If the clothes aren't clean or arranged fetchingly, the drive-by shoppers won't even get out of the car. If it doesn't look good from their car windows, they'll go on to the next sale. All jewelry should be kept in one place, preferably laid out on a nice cloth, perhaps velvet, that will accent their beauty and make them more pleasing to the eye. Lighting is important here, too, as you're trying to highlight the best pieces. Whatever tables you use, yours, your neighbors, your friends, your relatives, ones you rent, make sure you decorate them. There are plenty of colorful papers you can buy to cover the tables. Paper tablecloths will do the trick. You can find them at a party store or even the large discount chains. Tape them down or better yet, put thumbtacks around in several spots to keep the cloth in place. It could be a breezy day or someone could pick up an item and half the cloth with it. If you intend to have coffee available at the garage sale, be sure it is in a place where no one can trip over a cord. You will also need to make an outlet available for people who want to try out an appliance or other electrical item to be sure it works. You don't want any item out that doesn't work without some indication of it. You might still want to sell it to someone who can fix it up, but tell them up front and charge a lower price accordingly. Virtually anything can be sold at garage sales. Keep an eye out on local bulletin boards for sales that you can check out. Some radio stations have telephone sales where people phone in with products for sale and advertise their flea markets. An offshoot to the flea market phenomena is the trash or treasure syndrome. Some people buy what a seller thinks is trash, and then because they have knowledge of where to sell it, they can make thousands of dollars. The usual market for such goods are collectors of all manner of things. Get one of the books on the market that go through all manner of so-called junk that some people will pay good quid for, so you know what you're looking for when you go flea market shopping. Many people price their goods too high and are surprised when so much is left over. One of the purposes of the garage sale is to get rid of stuff. Make 50-cent tables and $2 tables. People like these layouts. They can pick up several items and only spend $3 or $4. People who have kids along with them are prime targets for this. If you have some stuffed animals or old toys, put them in a price-to-go mode, by having all items at one low price. This way the child can get something that doesn't cost mom or dad much and may prompt the adult to focus on other items, too, since they've already been treated to a bargain or two on behalf of their kids. Your prices should also always be rounded off to more or less even numbers. Basically, the price marked on the price tag at most garage sales is taken as the starting price from which the buyer and seller negotiate, so mark up your prices a little higher than you expect to get for them. Specialized antiques or high-priced items might be better sold through a local penny saver type publication. You can also bring them to a second-hand shop or an antique store and offer them to the shop owner on a consignment basis. Here are some basic pricing rules to go by. Clothing. Items that you display on a rack should be priced from 50 cents up to $5 depending on the age, wear, style, type and newness of the garment. Non-racked items should be neatly arranged on a table and priced from 25 cents up to perhaps $3 for a sweater. Appliances. If you have a number of items, like a stove, washer/dryer, refrigerator, or the like that you don't want to sell privately through advertisement, then you should look in your local newspaper classifieds to see what people are pricing these items to sell. This should give you a reasonable range to choose from. Remember, if you really want to sell it, price it low enough to guarantee it to move. Electronics. If you have televisions, radios, record players, VCRs, calculators, computers, typewriters, tape players, and items as such, if they are in good shape, you can probably price them at a third of retail price to move it. They should be cleaned up and in good condition. If something is wrong, subtract dollars from your 1/3 retail starting point. Books. Divide your collection up into paperbacks and hardcovers. Paperbacks should be priced at 10 to 25 cents. If you use 25 cents, offer 5 for $1, too. Hardcover books can be priced at $1 each, except for the older, valuable first editions. Offer the same type of deal, such as 6 for $5 on the hardcovers. Records, etc. First, assess your collection of CDs to see if you have any real valuables that collectors may like. If you're unsure, bring them to a record store and ask the owner. Music people will likely pay a better price for some of these. Otherwise, price your 45s at a quarter or less and the records at $1 to $2 each. Cassettes can go for $1 each or less. CDs can command a higher price, perhaps $3 each. Linens. Towels, linens, and tablecloths are normally priced at $1 to $5 each. Rugs can be priced up to $5 if in mint condition. Draperies depend on size and condition and can run from $5 to $15 for a set. Find out what new prices are for these items, judge the shape your items are in and price accordingly. Knickknacks. Old souvenirs, vases, ashtrays, and other novelties can go for $2 or less and look good together on one table. It can be one of your $1 tables. Line up your merchandise in rows with aisles for people to comfortably get around and examine the merchandise. Next, make sure you have enough room on your tables to lay out your items so they can be seen. If items have to be in a box, make it a fun box, with all items in the carton at 25 cents each. Well displayed merchandise looks cared for, adding to its value in a shopper's mind. Clean and press clothes you'll be hanging to sell. Mark the sizes clearly so people can see them and won't have to search for tags. If you have an unusual item that people might not recognize for what it is, put a card next to it identifying the piece with its price. Use small circle stickers to individually price items. These are inexpensive and can be put right on the item without a problem and, more importantly, can be removed by the buyer easily and without damaging their purchase. One sign at the top of your street will not bring in the folks who will do a lot of buying. First, you should check to see if your city requires you to take out a garage sale permit to hold the event. There is usually a fee and the permit is good for 2 or 3 days. You can try and duck this requirement, but you have to take the chance that someone in an official capacity will come by to see if you've obtained the permit. If so, you'll pay a fine that could eat up most of your garage sale profits. All the major daily newspapers and the local community weekly publications have spaces set aside for garage sales classified advertising. This is the first and best place to advertise. While it costs money to place the ads, it's not much and well worth the value. Newspapers will need some lead time, weeklies greater than dailies, so get your advertisement prepared early. Some newspapers even have garage sale kits that you can pick up with sample ads and material you can use to make signs and price notices. Your address may be sufficient alone, or you may have to add a couple of words to pinpoint the location better, like just off Central Avenue. Make it easy to find you. If the shoppers can't locate your house, the garage sale will not go as well as hoped. Give a specific time that you'll be holding the sale. If you have a lot of antiques, say so. If you have a marvelous book collection that you are unloading, write books in the ad. Something like clothing, books, records, antiques, furniture, unique items may fit the bill. It gives people a general idea of what you have without being too wordy. Finally, you should note whether you will hold the sale in inclement weather. Hand-painted signs can do the job in helping people find your garage sale, those that were already coming and those who spot your sign and spontaneously decide to come by. If you live in the back of a development or several streets off the main road, you will need several signs to use as both advertisers and directional. These signs should be large and easy to see. Think in terms of 2 feet by 3 feet to make it a sign everyone can see and read. Use colorful paper. Write garage sale on top with the time, date, and address to follow. Make the lettering large and easy to read. Put arrows if directions are indicated at the place you've posted the sign. Staple the cardboard sign to a piece of wood and nail it into the ground or put it up on a telephone pole or street sign. Municipalities aren't crazy about sign hanging, but if you don't abuse the privilege and take down the signs and nails immediately after the sale is over, you'll be fine. You might consider putting up flyers about your garage sale on bulletin boards in grocery stores, laundromats, church, and community centers. If you work close by, you may be able to place a flyer on the company bulletin board or even an ad in the company paper. A week or 2 before you plan to have your sale, you might want to take a weekend and hit the garage sales locally. You're not out to buy, unless you see a deal you couldn't pass up. You're out to learn. See how others set up their sales. You should see some consistency in the pricing and arrangements. You should get some ideas as to how to arrange your garage sale. You might go to several garage sales with your friends. You may even wind up selling a lot of items from other people on consignment. Some sharp operators do the next best thing to having the Goodyear blimp overhead. They rent miniature blimps, send them up above the housetops and tether them there on their sale days. Of course, this giant balloon or miniature blimp has some sort of sign on the side of it, inviting people to your garage sale. This is one of the strongest available advertising ideas for pulling traffic to a sale of any kind. You have to give your sale some flair. Put some posts up across the front of your property and run some twisted crepe paper between them. Even better than crepe paper, run brightly colored ribbons. Invest in some colorful pennants and fly them from temporary flag poles, and don't forget the balloons. Make your garage sale a fun kind of event with clusters of balloons anchored to your display tables and racks. Be sure to float them well above the heads of your customers as they are browsing through your merchandise displays. Cover your display tables with colorful cloths. Don't hesitate to use bright colors with busy patterns. Regardless of what you sell, effective display is still predominantly essential. Look for some kind of interesting and unusual item to call attention to your sale, something you can set up or park in front of your home during your sale. Some of the displays along these lines include a horse-drawn surrey, a restored Model T, an old farm plow. Anything of an unusual and interesting nature will do the trick for you. Make sure you have plenty of change for your cash box. Dimes and quarters should abound as well as $1 bills. The art of haggling is one best practiced. There are people who are really good at it and others that detest the entire process. This is the way goods have been bought and sold for much of history, and there is still some of that old horse trading going on today. Don't be insulted. Get into the game yourself. An item priced at $8 may bring an offer of $6. Counter offer with $7 and settle for $6.50. People enjoy the bargaining process, and so should you if you want to specialize in garage sales. If you have some high-priced items left, run classifieds or advertise those items specifically by name on a flyer posted at area bulletin boards. If you are a little bit shy relative to personal selling, just radiate an attitude of friendless regardless of the circumstances or your first impression of the potential buyer. Always smile and say hello in a voice loud enough to be heard. Speak to everyone stopping or dropping by your sale location. Be helpful, but allow the people to browse on their own until they specifically ask you for help. When you are keeping an eye on your merchandise, be as unobtrusive as possible. No one likes to feel he is being watched too closely. Whenever a customer appears to have made a selection and asks you what you'll take for it or what kind of a deal you will make for it, be ready to enter into friendly negotiations. You can buy booth space at a flea market or swap meet if you're into weekly high-volume sales. If you or a family member specializes in some type of homemade crafts, flea markets can be an outlet for your wares. The best sellers are usually new goods available for extremely low prices. If you have access to goods that you can buy in volume and turn around for a profit, this is the place for you. The weekly earnings of many of these merchandisers are hefty. Since there are so many booths, you have to do something to make yours stand out from the rest. Balloons tied to your booth sides will set you apart, or an attractive, eye-catching neon sign might do the trick. Free popcorn from a popping machine may bring the shoppers to your merchandise. Any good trick will do. Finally, look in some of the money-making magazines, get the free catalogs some wholesalers advertise, and consider buying some products to sell at flea markets. Garage sale/flea market manager. Sure, you can make some money with your own garage sale, but you can make much more by becoming a professional. You can organize and run garage sales for dozens of vendors in your town. You can either be a consultant to people who want to set up garage sales or simply find a location, either a big parking lot or a big building, set up a weekly garage sale, charge the vendors $20 per table, they bring their own tables, then stand at the front and charge either 50 cents or $1 for admission. If this is the only major garage sale in your town and it's held every week, you'll start getting big crowds from all over. Every town could handle one of these. You simply provide the medium. Charge the vendors $10 to $20 per table, charge the people 50 cents to get in. You'll make a few $100 over and above expenses. Find a vacant lot or a building you can rent. Make a deal with the owner that you'll give him 20% of all admission fees you take him. Set up a garage sale websites. tw-profit-zone.com/garage-sale-flea-market.htm, stretcher.com/menu/topic-g.htm, squidoo.com/make-money-from-garage sales, garagesalesource.com/articles, getrichslowly.org, homesresource.com/garage_sale.htm, putting on a better garage sale, brandonrummages.com/s-tips.htm, rummage sale tips for sellers, rummageupasale.com/tips.html, tips for holding a successful lawn, garage, or rummage sale, yardsalequeen.com, tips for shoppers and sellers, scams, ifg-inc.com/consumer_report/garagesale.shtml, how to operate a successful garage sale. sideroad.com/home_organizing/how-to-organize-a-yard-sale.html, how to organize a yard sale. moneyinstructor.com/art/garagesale.asp. 23house.com/garage_sale. Garage sale websites/yard sale websites. Yardsalequeen.com. freecycle.org. bestyyardsales.com. dixiehighway.com, 90 miles of garage sale in Georgia in June. freegaragesale.com. garagesaledaily.com. rummagewisconsin.com/site_resource/article/article_index.htm, finding bargains, making money, scams. garagesaleplanet.com. garagesales4u.us. localyardsales.com. quickgaragesale.com. teamestatesales.com. yardsalequeen.com. yardsalesearch.com. yardsalesupplies.com. Chapter 3. A Flea Market Guide. Famous flea markets. There are several books out there about flea markets in the United States. Country Living magazine, countryliving.com, has a monthly listing of crafts fairs, flea markets, etc. in the country calendar section. According to a TV show I saw, the biggest flea markets are Rose Bowl, Pasadena, CA. Flea Market, San Jose, CA. Orange County Fairgrounds, Costa Mesa, CA. Canton, TX. Swap Shop, FT. Lauderdale, Florida. 7th ST, Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C. Highway 127, Kentucky, 450 miles, 1 weekend a year. Meadows, Pittsburgh, PA. Many of these places are open during the weekends only and only during warm weather during the summer. Some have a modest admission fee. Look in your local newspaper for ads about flea markets and garage sales. Every year around August 17th to 20th, there's a 450-mile yard sale where anybody can park on the side of the road and sell their wares from Gadsden, AL through Chattanooga, TN, and Covington, Kentucky, and US 127 to Cincinnati, OH, 256-845-3947, 800-327-3945, 127sale.com. Flea market websites. fleamarket.org, 602-995-3532, National Flea Market Association. 127sale.com. alani.com/thrift.html. Aloha Stadium swapmeet.net, Honolulu. associatedegre.com/top-50-blogs-for-yard-sale-aficionados. bargainbunny.com. collectors.org/fm. craigslist.org. curioscape.com. eclecticvillage.com. findafleamarket.com. firstmondaycanton.com, Big Flea Market, Canton, TX. fleacountryyusa.com. fleamarketguide.com. fleamarkets.com. fleamarkets.org. fleausa.com. fleaworld.com, Orlando, FL. fridaymp.net, online yard sale, garage sale, flea market. garagesalestraker.com. greatfleamarket.com. gsalr.com, garage sales, yard and estate sales by map. keysfleamarket.com, directory of U.S. flea markets and swap meets. netcollectibles.com. nwfleamart.com, Portland, or openair.com. periscope.com. pastimes.com. perfectyardsale.com. serve.com/ephemeris/collectibles. space1520.com, Los Angeles, Space 1520 is a unique retail setting. suba.com/nkonline. yardsalesupplies.com/resources/flea markets/flea-market-links.php, flea market links. Yardsalesupplies.com/resources/flea market/flea-market-locations.php Yelp.com/biz/san-jose-flea-market-san-jose, San Jose Flea Market, San Jose, CA. Your-flea-market.co.uk. Roadside flea market / 1 day a year. You drive along a road where people park their carts and set up booths of stuff for sale. Historic National Road Yard Sale, Baltimore to St. Louis. Shop more than 800 miles of yard sales along historic US 40 at the Historic National Road Yard Sale. Discover lookoutmountain.com/yardsale.html, world's longest yard sale, 675 miles Lookout Mountain Parkway route. gethep.net/road/450mileyardsale.html, Alabama and Ohio. SoutheastTennessee.com/www/events/6.2076/yrad-sale.html, world's longest yard sale, Southeast Tennessee tourism. roadtripamericA.com/forum/showthread.php?/mark6636-450-mile-yard-sale. bizwiz.com. Canadian flea market websites. Find local flea market ads at kijiji.ca. Yardsalecanada.com. ottawastart.com/used.php. Craigslist.org. usedottawa.com/classified/garage-sales. ca.answers.yahoo.com, where can I find a flea market or a yard sale in Vancouver? fursale.canada.oodle.com. ebay.ca. canadianbuyandsell.com. purivatagarage-sale.com. canada.market-for-free.com/classified/ads/community/garage-sale. canada.market-for-free.com. Flea market. Dead website / usedpay.com/classified/garage-sales, pay. chowhound.chow.com, Quebec. OntarioFleaMarkets.com. Chapter 4. Flea markets by state. Flea markets by state. Alabama flea markets. Bessemer Flea Market. 1013 8th Avenue North. Bessemer. 205-425-8510. Every weekend. Birmingham. State Fairgrounds Flea Market. 800-362-7538. First weekend of every month. Collinsville Trade Day. 1016 Highway 11 South. 256-524-2536. Every Saturday. Coleman Flea Market. I-65, exit 308, Highway 278. 256-739-0910. Every weekend. Gardendale Antique Mall and Flea Market. 2455 Decatur Highway. Highway 31N. Exit I-65 to MT Olive Road, turn N. 205-631-9044. Almost every day except Mondays. Huntsville Flea Market. 3515 North Memorial Parkway. 256-858-8506. Every weekend. McCalla. Tannehill Trade Days. Tannehill Historic State Park. 205-477-5711. March to November, third weekend every month. Mobile Flea Market. 401 Schillinger Road. 334-633-7533. Every weekend. Montgomery Flea Market. 2270 East South Boulevard. 334-286-5005. Every weekend. MTN. Top Flea Market. 11301 US Highway 278W. Attala. 800-535-2286. Laydeal.com. Every Sunday. Opelika Yard Sale. Downtown. S. Railroad Ave. 334-705-5162. Every weekend. Piedmont Trade Day. Downtown. 256-447-9091. First Saturday of the month. Santuc Flea Market. 7300 Central Plank Road. Highway 9. 334-567-7400. First Saturday of the month, March to December. Scottsboro Trade Days. Jackson County Courthouse SQ. 800-259-5508. First weekend of every month. Tallahassee Trade Day. 301A King St. 334-283-5151. Every October. Troy SE Pioneer Village Shops. And Flea Market. SE Pioneer Village. Highway 231. 334-672-0580. Every weekend. Westover Flea Market. Highway 280 at mile marker 19.5. 205-678-6729. Every weekend. Arizona Flea Markets. Bisbee is a small town 90 miles south of Tucson with many shops. California Flea Markets. Burbank Antique Market. 1001 Riverside Drive. Burbank, CA. 310-455-2886. Chasey de la Brea. 6th St. and S. La Brea Boulevard. Hancock PK, CA. 714-631-3232. Cow Palace. San Francisco, Highway 101. 415-469-6065. La Modernism Show. Santa Monica Auditorium. Main and Pico. 310-455-2886. Every May. Liz's Antique Store. 453 South La Brea Boulevard. La, CA. 213-939-4403. Long Beach Antiques and Collectibles Market. Veterans Stadium. Conant and Lakewood. 213-655-5703. Third Sunday of the month. Naomi Vintage Store. 1817 Polk Street. San Francisco. 415-775-1207. Orange County Marketplace. 88 Fair Drive. Costa Mesa, CA. 714-723-6616. Rose Bowl. 1001 Rose Bowl Drive. Pasadena. 213-588-4411. Every second Sunday. San Jose Flea Market. 1200 Berryessa Road. San Jose, CA. 408-453-1110. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Santa Monica Antiques and Collectibles Market. SM Airport. Airport Ave. 213-933-2511. Last Sunday of the month. Santa Monica 3rd Saint Promenade. Broadway to Wilshire. Santa Monica. Connecticut Flea Markets. Farmington Antiques Market. Polo Grounds. 9 miles W of Hartford, I-84, exit 39. 203-677-7862. Woodbury Flea Market. RT6, Woodbury. I-84, exit 15. District of Columbia Flea Markets. Georgetown Flea Market. Wisconsin and SST. 800-625-7553. Florida Flea Markets. Flea Masters. 4135 Anderson Avenue. FT. Myers, FL. 941-334-7001. Flea World. Highway 17 to 92. Orlando, near Sanford. 407-647-69 3976. Fort Lauderdale Swap Shop. 3291 West Sunrise Boulevard. Fort Lauderdale, FL. 800-345-7927. 2000 vendors, 100 acres. Metropolis 20th Century Antiques. Bay to Bay Boulevard. Tampa. 813-839-1769. Mustang Flea Market. Park Boulevard and 73rd to 74th. St. Petersburg. Renninger's Twin Market. 20651 Highway 441. 20 miles N of Orlando, south of Mt. Dora. 904-383-3141. Thunderbird Swap Meet. 3121 West Sunrise Boulevard. FT. Lauderdale, FL. 305-792-1329. Webster's Flea and Farmers Market. Highway 47N. Fairgrounds. Webster. 904-793-3551. Georgia Flea Markets. Atlanta Flea Market. 5360 Peachtree Industrial Boulevard. Atlanta. 770-458-0456. Attic Antiques. 224 West Bay Street. Savannah, GA. 912-236-4879. Keller's Flea Market. Highway 17S. I-95, Exit 16. Savannah. 912-927-4808. Illinois Flea Markets. Kane County Flea Market. Kane County Fairgrounds. Randall RD. St. Charles, IL. 708-377-2252. First Sunday of every month and the preceding Saturday. Sandwich Antiques Market. Fairgrounds, State Road 34. St. Charles. 312-227-4464. Indiana Flea Markets. Webb's Antique Mall. 200 West Union Street. Centerville. 317-855-5542. Iowa Flea Markets. Collector's Paradise Flea Market. Keokuk Fairgrounds, I-80. Keokuk. 515-634-2109. Kentucky Flea Markets. Starting in Covington and going to Chattanooga, TN, 800-225 trip, Highway 127, during the second week in August, anybody is allowed to set up shop on the side of this 400-plus mile route. Kentucky Flea Market. Fairgrounds. Louisville. 502-456-2244. Louisiana Flea Markets. Jeff Indoor Flea Market. 5501 Jefferson Highway. New Orleans, Law. 504-734-0087. Antique Mall. 546 Olive Street. Shreveport. 318-425-8786. Maryland Flea Markets. Dixon's Flea Market. RT 433 and Route 290. Crumpton, MD. 301-928-3006. Wednesdays. Massachusetts Flea Markets. Brimfield Antique Shows. Brimfield, Ma. 413-245-3591. Chilmark Flea Market. Chilmark Church. Menemsha Cross RD. Chilmark. Wednesday and Saturday. Heart o' the Mart. RT 20. Brimfield, Ma. 413-245-9556. This is one of the biggest antique and collectible markets in the country. Open several times a year. Wellfleet Flea Market. RT 6, Drive-In Theater. Wellfleet. 508-349-2520. Michigan Flea Markets. Ann Arbor Antiques Market. 5055 Ann Arbor Saline RD. Ann Arbor, May. Minnesota Flea Markets. Every May, along the Mississippi River in southeast Minnesota to Bluff County, Wisconsin, near Lake City, anybody can set up shop on the side of the road for one weekend. Gold Rush Flea Market. Olmsted Fairgrounds. Rochester. 507-356-4461. May and August for one weekend. Nevada Flea Markets. Stoney's Pawn Shop. 126 South 1st Street. Las Vegas. 702-384-0819. New Jersey Flea Markets. Atlantic City Gala. Convention Center. 800-526-2724. Twice a year. New Mexico Flea Markets. Open Air Flea Market. State Fairgrounds. Albuquerque, NM. 505-265-1791. Summer Antiques Show. Sweeney Center. Grant and Marcy. Santa Fe. 505-984-6760. Traders Jack Flea Market. Cirillo's RD. Santa Fe. 505-455-7874. New York Flea Markets. Annex Antiques Fair and Flea Market. 26th Street at 6th Ave. Manhattan, New York. 212-243-5343. Hudson. Many quaint stores. Is 44 Flea Market. Columbus Ave, 76th and 77th STS. NYC. 212-721-0900. Sunday. Madison Bookville Market. RT20, east of Syracuse. Bookville. Third week in August. 26th Saint Indoor Antique Fair. 40 West 25th Street. NYC. 212-633-6010. North Carolina Flea Markets. CharlotteFleaMarket.com. Interior Marketplace. 2000 South Boulevard. Charlotte. 704-377-6226. Metrolina Expo. 7100 Statesville Road. Charlotte. 704-596-4643. Ohio Flea Markets. American Art Pottery Show. Civic Center. Zanesville, O. I-70, exit 176. Third weekend in July. Oklahoma Flea Markets. Admiral Flea Market. Admiral and Mingo. Tulsa. 918-936-1386. Tulsa State Flea Market. Fairgrounds. 21st and Yale. Tulsa. 918-744-1113. Oregon Flea Markets. Pay and Pack Store. 8900 North Vancouver Avenue. Portland, or 503-283-2940. Portland Expo Center. Portland, or 503-282-0877. Events throughout the year. Portland Saturday Market. Burnside Bridge, West Side. Between SW First Ave and SW Ankeny St. Portland. 503-222-6072. Pennsylvania Flea Markets. Black Angus Antique Market. RT 272, Exit 21. Adamstown. 215-484-4385. Sunday. Renningers. 740 Noble Street. Kutztown, Pa. 717-385-0104. Indoor Farmers Market and Antique Market, along with an outdoor flea market. Renningers also holds the 1,200 plus dealer antique and collectors extravaganza on the last Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of April, June and September. Renningers. RT 272, PA TNPK, Exit 21. Adamstown. 717-385-0104. South Carolina Flea Markets. Charleston. Historic town with many shops. Hungry Neck Antique Mall. 401 Johnny Dodds Boulevard. Charleston. 803-849-1744. Low Country Flea Market. 77 Calhoun Street. Charleston. 803-884-7204. Third weekend of the month. Pages Thieves Market. 1460 Ben Sawyer Boulevard. Charleston. 803-884-9672. Terrace Oaks Antique Mall. 2037 Maybank Highway. Charleston. Tennessee Flea Markets. Mid-South Coliseum. Fairgrounds, East Parkway, and Southern Ave. Memphis. 901-276-3532. Nashville Flea Market. Fairgrounds. Nashville. 615-383-7636. Texas Flea Markets. CantonTradities.com, shopping guide to world's largest flea market. Alamo Antique Mall. 125 Broadway. San Antonio. Central Market. 40th and Lamar. Austin. 512-206-1000. Food items. First Monday Trade Days. Canton, TX. 903-567-6556. Half Moon Antique Mall. 112 Broadway. San Antonio. Travis County Farmers Market. 6701 Burnett Road. Austin. 512-454-1002. Chapter 5. A Farmer's Market Guide. Farmers markets to buy and sell stuff. Farmers markets sell more than just food. They sell anything and everything, just like flea markets. Some cities have a city market, which is a big building with a bunch of people with permanent booths selling all kinds of stuff from them. ams.usda.gov/farmersmarkets. ams.usda.gov/farmersmarkets/map.htm, find a farmer's market. Farmers markets and USDA information. ams.usda.gov/USDA, Agricultural Marketing Service, Farmers Market Directory. ams.usda.gov/amsv1.0/farmers markets, farmers markets near you, extensive list of links to local farmers markets in your area. PickYourOwn.org. ams.usda.gov/farmers markets, USDA Agricultural Marketing Service. Includes a listing of farmers markets across the US. Localharvest.org, Local Harvest. Nationwide directory of XS and other local food sources. Foodroots.org. Fruitstands.com, directory of fruit stands and farmers markets across the US. Includes addresses, email, and hours. Localharvest.org, where to buy local vegetables. Farmersmarket.com. NAFDMA.com, 413-529-0386, North American Farmers Direct Marketing Association. ReUSDA.gov, Cooperative Extension. FreshFromTheFarm.com. PickYourOwn.org. Canadian Farmers Markets. BRockvilleFarmersMarket.ca. BCFarmersMarket.org. BuyFromTheFarm.ca, Canada's largest listing of farmers markets. gov.mb.ca/agriculture/upic. MediaOurFarmer.ca. NAFDMA.com, 413-529-0386, North American Farmers Direct Marketing Association. VEG.ca.